Welcome to LicitElite, a lecture series. Today we shall talk about the topic Revocation of Offer and Acceptance. Revocation of an offer means its withdrawal by the offerer. Generally, in a universal sense, it means that a proposal can be revoked any time before it is accepted. Section 5 of the Indian Contract Act provides a rule about revocation of offer and acceptance. It states, with respect to a proposal, that a proposal may be revoked at any time before the communication of its acceptance is complete from acceptor as against the proposer, but not afterwards. So I'll give an example. If A makes a proposal to B by letter on 1st January, it reaches B on 3rd January. B drops a letter of acceptance on 5th January 10 am. In this case, the communication of acceptance is complete on 5th January 10 am against the proposer, that is A. A could revoke his proposal before this time, but he cannot revoke it afterwards. So, if A intends to revoke the proposal, he must adopt such manner that his information of revocation must reach before 5th January 10 am. If the letter of revocation sent by A reaches B on 5th January, let's say 9:15 am, the proposal stands revoked and there is no question of it being accepted by B. However, if the letter of revocation of A reaches B on 5th January 10:50 am, then the revocation has no effect as the contract has already been concluded on 5th January 10 am. Now we shall discuss the modes of revocation, that is, by which all ways can we revoke the proposal. Section 6 of the Indian Contract Act describes various modes of revocation of an offer. An offer may be revoked by the following ways. First, by communication of notice. An offer may be revoked by the offerer by giving a notice of revocation to the other party before it is accepted. Notice of revocation will take effect only when it comes to the knowledge of the offeree, and only the proposer can give such notice of revocation and nobody else. So for example, if A makes a proposal to B to sell his old car and later A changes his mind, he can revoke the proposal by giving a notice to B. And the notice here shall only be given by A and nobody else. If let's say the revocation of proposal is given by C, who is the son of A, then there will be no revocation. The notice of revocation shall be sent by only A. Second, by lapse of time. If a time is prescribed for acceptance, the proposal gets revoked by non-acceptance within that specified time. And if no time is fixed, the offer lapses by the expiry of a reasonable time. So if the proposal says that it shall be open for acceptance for 15 days, then the proposal lapses if that has not been accepted in 15 days. So for example, if A wants to sell his car and makes a proposal to B, but says that the acceptance should be made within 15 days, then after 15 days, B cannot accept the proposal. B should have accepted the proposal within those 15 days. Then third, by failure of the acceptor to fulfill a condition precedent to acceptance. A condition precedent means a condition to be fulfilled before transaction to take effect. Sometimes a proposer makes a conditional proposal to another which he requires to be fulfilled before the acceptance of proposal. If that condition is not fulfilled, the proposal automatically stands revoked. So for example, if an employer made an offer to the trade union which is threatening to go on strike, that if the trade union withdrew the strike, the workers will be paid a certain amount from the profit from the transfer of the mill. The condition was not accepted by the union. So later on, when the transfer took place and there was a profit, the employers were not paid that certain amount because it was held that there was no acceptance of the condition of the proposal. Then comes the fourth. By death or insanity of the offerer. An offer or a proposal is revoked by the death or insanity of the proposer. But according to this provision, if the offerer dies or goes insane and this fact comes to the knowledge of the other party, the proposal cannot be accepted as it comes to an end. That is, it automatically lapses. Now the question arises that if the proposer dies or becomes insane and this fact does not come to the knowledge of the other party, is proposal open for acceptance? And if it is accepted by the other party, does contract arise? So this can be explained with an example. So for example, if A makes a proposal to B on 1st January and A dies on 2nd January, this fact comes to the knowledge of B. Now the proposal is no more valid and cannot be accepted by the other party. But if A dies on 2nd January and this fact is not within the knowledge of the other party and he accepts it on 3rd January, then the contract arises. This acceptance makes the contract. Now the question arises that the contract has been made but the proposer is not alive. That is, the promiser is no more. Here A is called the promiser because when proposal is accepted by the other, the proposal becomes promise and the proposer becomes the promiser. So, who is to perform this contract now? Explained by section 37 of the Indian Contract Act, which we shall discuss in detail later on, but for reference we shall see section 37 para 2, which describes that promises bind the representative of the promiser in case of the death of such promiser before performance unless a contrary intention appears from the contract. So the illustration given for this are, if A promises to deliver goods to B on certain day on payment of ₹1,000 and A dies before that, A's representative are bound to deliver the goods to B and B is bound to pay ₹1,000 to A's representatives. Similarly, if A promises to paint a picture for B by a certain day at a certain price, but A dies before that day, the contract cannot be enforced either by A's representatives or by B. Another way by which a proposal comes to an end is by counter-offer. So an offer is revoked if a counter-offer is made to a proposal. For example, if A offers his watch to B for ₹500, B, instead of saying yes, offers ₹350 to A. Here A's offer is revoked and there is no contract. By this we have come to an end of this lecture. Stay tuned for the next and don't forget to share, like and subscribe.